Hello, world.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh.
G'day, people.
Good evening,
Hello,
afternoon,
everyone.
morning. We got Scotty in, Jeffro, and Bilge. James apparently lurking, and we'll see how we go from there.
What could possibly go wrong?
Everything.
Well, hopefully I've fed the hamsters enough.
We'll put another $1 in the motor. You should be fine.
Good.
Oh, come on, show the puppies.
Come on, good. Good. Up. Come on. Up. Up. Here you go.
Oh, there she is.
Hey, my big girl. My big girl. Okay. Down. Good girl.
So how's everybody been?
All right. Nice to see some sun for a change.
Oh, you got sun up there, have you?
Got sun here, yeah. Geez, there's going to be a few more days of sun before we get any sort of dryness, though.
Yeah. Oh,
Where does
Sue's in
anything?
the chat.
My lady.
Hey.
What time's it over there? 8 a.m. Oh, she's probably just on her first coffee.
Yeah.
Sick of monkey snoring.
The pillow will work, Sue.
It looks like natural causes too.
Just put some plastic over it, because that way there's no fibres. Oops.
Oh, dear me. Yeah, sleep apnea. It's really bad.
Yes, I know. Suffer. Only cost you what now? $1,700 now to stop it. The most uncomfortable night's sleep you will ever have. Doing the test.
No, you can have it.
I
You can
did.
have it.
And if not you, then the person is sleeping next to you.
Oh, I don't have to worry about that.
No.
Monkeys in, chunks in.
Oh, 5 seconds.
Oh, there's the other puppy.
Yes, the needy one. The awfully needy one. Yes, ain't it?
So, what's everybody been up to? And Richard Thomas. Richard?
Hey, Richard.
Said you for a while. Dave Max in from Manchester in the UK.
Hey, Dave. How you going, mate?
G'day,
A lot
g'day.
of people don't sleep in over there. Someone's bucket went.
Be quiet.
So, Scotty, what have you been up to?
Been playing around with the Mark 8. I've only just
Oh, he's opened the box.
I've done the
That's not a Mark 8.
no, it's
Looks like a parrot.
it's the Easy 8 Sherman tank.
Yeah. We went through that this morning, or last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Richard's at work.
I've only done the top part of it, and going to finish off the bottom part later tonight, hopefully. But that's as much or as far as I've gotten. I've just weathered the turret and the top part, and I'll play with it a bit more later on.
Fair enough.
That's all I've done.
You haven't opened the Mark 8 box since you got it?
No.
Oh,
May not be for a little while yet.
okay. What?
Yeah.
Haven't you got your
opened
fire
the box?
improver yet? The box that's behind it, Jeffro.
Mark 8's bit. I am trying to think of the next.
That's restraint.
Noisy. No.
Yeah.
What was that, Jeffrey?
I said that's restraint if you haven't even opened the box.
Yeah. I've opened the box, I just haven't started it.
Oh, well, no, fair enough.
Yeah. We got it at the same time, Jeffro.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with it.
Mm.
I'm still waiting to do the white paint work.
Nice work.
Awesome.
Yeah, but Scott sort of got upset with me because I got the coin.
Yeah. No, just waiting on the flow improver, and it may well be in. I just haven't been up there to find out yet.
Nah. All right, we'll go to Bilge next, I think, apart from playing with the dogs. What have you been up to? Been cleaning up Lismore.
Lots of clean up. We're still cleaning up from Alfred.
Yeah.
But besides that, there's only a few people that know, and Paul is the only one that has seen. But in our last live, I spoke of a certain kit that was kindly sent to me by Paul, that was gifted to him by somebody else, and it suffered quite a bit of damage in transit.
Morning, Harry.
I have been slowly going through and cleaning up Peter's 1-200 Arizona. So as you can see, there's a lot missing, and that is literally only like the parts that broke loose in transit. So I'm not going to do any repainting or anything like that, even though there's a few bits that do need a bit of touch up, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just literally going to clean it, make all the repairs necessary to put it back to the way it was when Pete finished it.
Yeah.
And that's my goal. Just out a bit of a respect.
Yeah. For the land mullet.
For the land mullet, yeah. Yeah, for odd scale.
Yeah.
So it's been slow, it's been tedious. I've just sort of like just I'm not pushing on it. It's just when I'm in the mood to work on it, you know, if I'm sitting here and YouTube's been an absolute pain in the butt, and the, you know, signal slower than a wet fart in church, well, it's like, okay. So I'll break the brushes out and I will just literally start cleaning off the dust and all that stuff. And hats off to him, because he used such little amount of glue. Things do just seem to come away nice and clean. Which is
he was still learning back then too.
I can get into this little spot that I want to get into, get it all cleaned up, and I'll slowly put it back together. And because Paulie did such a good job putting it on a base, I reckon I'm going to leave it there, and I'm just going to encapsulate it on that base, and that's how it's going to stay.
That's me.
Over to Jeffro.
Jeffro.
I haven't done much. It's been too bloody wet.
Oh.
Today's the first day I've been able to paint anything for a while. And unfortunately, I'm kind of at the stage where the only thing that I've got left to do is paint. So I haven't been able to do much. So I had a mad paint fest today. So I put a heap of dark yellow on this. And I have to tell you, if you put Zimmerit on a tank, it sucks up the paint like it chucks in a puddle of Passiona. Now I'm just painting road wheels at the moment. Other than that, I'm kind of at the end stages of some things. I've got my F16 that I've still got to start throwing paint on, and I'm in the near finished stages of my Junkers 88. I've had some setbacks with that, with the canopy's been a bit of a shit, but that's sort of working out. Other than that, I did get this. I was telling you about last time I was here. I was getting that, so I've got that for the stash.
No, I'm not going downstairs to get it again.
No, I wouldn't expect you to. I know. Now, I do have an idea about how big it's going to be.
Oh,
At least with early Russian aircraft, they're going to be pretty simple to paint. Not much in them.
Yeah, one colour and just dirty.
Yeah, pretty colour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've got nothing. It's just been wet as a shag here. It's just rain every day. I started rebuilding a fancy new roof over my bird aviary because the other one was leaking through one of the existing aviary and that wasn't working. So it was nice and sunny when I finished it, and I had to put one more base for a post. And once the post went in, then I could do anything in the rain then. But unfortunately, it's just been that wet. I haven't been able to put this base, and so I couldn't put the post, and so it's all I could do is throw a tarp over it. Now the birds look like it's just bad.
Wet birds.
Wet. Oh, the birds are dry. Just the floor is all wet, and you know what the bottom of my bird aviary looks like when there's a lot of birds in it. It's not pretty.
No.
So I've just been praying for a dry. Man, it's not good for birds either because it brings diseases and everything. So I've just been waiting for the sun to come out just so at least can dry them out and I can continue and finish doing that. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing to report. Have you heard from Jason at all?
No, I neglected to send him a text this week, but apparently he's allowed to talk now.
Oh, because last time I think he texted me about midweek and he said, well, maybe tomorrow, but that didn't happen. I figure once he does start talking, I'll probably never get away from him. Then he'll be off.
And he's been off the smokes for a week.
Sorry?
He's been off the smokes for a week now.
Oh, longer than that, I think. I think he's been off them for a few weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
No. I think it's 3 or 4 weeks, actually.
Mrs. can put up with it.
So I thought, well, she's off them too. So,
okay, they're both going for it.
So I think last thing I said to him, I said, well, with all this money you're saving, you could hire someone to do your painting for you. So, yeah. So anyway, I texted him. I asked him how he's going, and I haven't heard anything back. That was today and yesterday. So I don't know. I'm sure as soon as he's well enough, and he says he's still getting lots of fatigue, which is keeping him low. So I figure once he's got enough energy and he can talk to us, I'm sure he'll go crazy.
Yeah, well, once he can talk again, getting him to shut up is going to be the hard part.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
it will be good to hear from him again.
Yeah.
Always.
Have him back where he started.
Yeah. Well, as Bill said, he's doing the Arizona for Pete. I've had a kit that Pete gave me when he left for Thailand, the Makuma 1350th, and he'd started it, and I've been trying to finish it. I almost finished it this morning, thanks to Marcus. When a bit of backhanded comments got out of control, and hang on, I showed the guys earlier, but the damn thing rolled on me while I was putting davits on.
You capsized.
Yeah, so as I was putting these little davits on the front, that are folded over for some reason, the ship rolled and the main mast was ruined. So now it's got brass in it, and I hope it stays together long enough for me to finish it. But it's getting there.
What ship was that, Paul?
That's the Makuma.
Okay.
And now I've just got to find some 1/350th anchor chain for it. Because in the year since it was opened up when it first got here, I've lost everything. Lost all the screws that hold it together, so it's all glued together now. Thank you, Monkey. Plus, Sue, Thunderbird 1 is still a go, but it's been put on hold till the shit's done. Because Sue's got a sci-fi group build on at the moment. We've got Quano Man in. Now behave.
Nah, let him loose. Let him loose. Let him go.
Marcus isn't here for him to get.
Hey, 4-stroke.
No, Marcus isn't here.
Oh, I thought you said he was in here.
No, I said Marcus isn't here for Quano to obsess over.
Oh, that's all right.
We've got Monkey's in, Dave Mack's in, Harry's in. Harry must never sleep.
No, he don't.
I mean, in every stream I watch, he's always there. I won't say disturbing because that's wrong. And so, yeah, I haven't had much on the bench since Makuma went on it. But I did lash out and buy a new cutting mat.
Ooh.
I've still got my same cutting mat from like before I started. Actually,
well,
that cutting mat there, I can tell you now, it's at least 25 years old.
Well, the cutting mats I had were Pete's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'd never had a cutting mat before. So I lashed out and bought a 900 by 600 one.
Yeah, I will say this about the lamb mullet. He only used the bare fucking minimum to hold something on, eh?
Yes, he didn't like using glue. It was like he was allergic to it.
Gentle, and I can feel the PE under my fingers moving.
Yeah, well, as I said, yeah, he was learning back then.
Hey, he's still done good fucking work, man.
I mean, the work he did. Yeah, when he said, when he first decided he was going to Thailand and said, well, everything's booked. I've booked my ticket. I'm going. Goodbye, Australia. And I went, what are you doing with your kids, Pete? Oh, they're all going in the skip. I went, no, they're not. Thanks, sir.
I do remember seeing the screenshots the day after.
What, you?
Yeah, the screenshots or the photos I think you put up with your boot open with the.
Oh, that was the second trip.
Yeah.
Because I brought the models over the first time.
Yeah.
In the Colorado. So the back seat was full. All the ones that were in cases were in the tray. There was 20 builds, I think, all up.
Yeah, a few, man. You had a few.
Yeah, because I've got all these ships except the Yamato. Yamato.
Yamamoto.
That one. Yeah, the one they converted into a starship. Let's see if the nerds pick up on that one.
No, too small.
So
I know what you meant.
Ships, his first attempt at armour on a truck. My daughter has the combi he did, the camper van. She was going to paint hippie flowers all over it because she's a bit of an artistic person herself.
What about his stash? Did he take his stash?
No, I got some of it. Sam got some of it. He didn't have much of a stash.
No.
Okay.
He wasn't much of a stash collector. It was sort of like, I'm building this. I'd like to build this next, and that's what he'd do.
Yeah, buy and build, sort of like me.
I find I buy all my stuff just on Marketplace, and so I've got ones that I like, and if something comes up and I see it, and I think, oh shit, I better get that because, might be a while before I see it again. It's sort of like how I'm finding things. I keep on finding something, I think I wasn't looking for that before, but I kind of like the look of it now. And then I'll do a YouTube review on that particular kit, and then chop if it looks all right, I'll get back to it and I'll say, yeah, I'll have that. Thanks very much.
Yeah, I've got some free hands.
Just a sec. Chunk's asked for a link. Yeah, I'll see if I can get this to work. Probably not. Where do I write the link for this week's stream?
Copy, paste, and chat.
I don't know how to do that. That's above my pay grade.
Paste it in the YouTube chat.
That's what I just said, Chunk. But he's like above his pay grade, bud.
Okay. So hit copy first.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, select it, copy, then go into chat, and where you tap to add a comment, you press and
Oh,
hold.
shit. I'm a YouTube legend.
And then you press paste.
There you go.
That's it.
Well done.
I done it. I didn't break anything.
When you
Yay.
call it.
Yeah, you got to have to copy the entire link and paste it into your browser.
It's too
Address
complicated for me.
No, I was talking to Chunk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this easy line, it's
Rubbish.
it's nice, but it's very brittle when it gets old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when it's been in the sun, which most of Pete's models were, it just falls apart.
Yeah, like literally, I've only just got to pull it taut and touch it with the
And
blade,
snaps. Yeah.
and she's patined.
Now, I found that with the 7C U-boat he did, the 172nd. I mean, I drove it from Roselands to Padstow, which is 2 suburbs. And all the easy line just fell off it.
Ooh, that is so broken. Okay.
So I re-rigged it with 0.3 fishing line.
There we go. Gotcha. Alright. Okay. Alright. I need to prepare that. Okay.
For those who don't know, that control structure was attached to the ship when I sent it to the bilge.
This is the main mast fighting top.
Yeah. That's the bit that's still visible at Pearl Harbor, isn't it?
No. Basically, all that's visible at Pearl Harbor is the top of. Hang on. Alpha,
The superstructure in it.
No, pretty much most of the superstructure's gone.
Visitor centre's on top of everything, isn't it?
The only thing that's really visible is I can't even remember it. Yeah. Delta turret. Delta barbette.
Oh, like how they've got, I think.
Alpha and Bravo, they sunk to the keel. And the forward hull structure collapsed. Ooh, fuck, nearly lost that.
Welcome aboard, Chuck.
She let go.
Hello.
Hey, Chunk.
It's a miracle. It finally worked.
No, it's a miracle I can get the link in.
I'm going to use
No,
Ron's
you always have the link and it's
Very
never works. They do exactly the same thing I've done every week. Except from the very first one it missed out, the second one it went, and the last 2 or 3 it's never worked. So I have no idea what's going on. So the planets must all be aligned
Those do.
at the moment, so it works.
Yep. Well, what have you been up to, Joe?
Not much. I really haven't been at the
Okay.
bench. Yeah, sorry about that. It's a bit boring, but I
Well,
really
that's all right.
haven't been at the bench for probably a month. So
Hey, John. I'll be back.
everything's still the same. The Yenko is still there, hasn't changed.
Yep.
I haven't been that long that I filled up this tray with water to do the big Yenko stripes on it.
Yeah.
And it's been that long that the water's evaporated out of it.
Fair enough.
That's how long. So yeah, hoping about just been working. And I had last week off. I realised I had 3 years worth of tax to do. So yes, that has not been fun. Yeah, I got a notification from the government telling me they're going to cancel me ABN if I don't sort it out.
Oh dear.
So I got to see them tomorrow. So I'm trying to do everything nice and good because you never know. I'm under the spotlight at the moment. So, but hopefully by Wednesday it'll all be sorted. So there's a lot of invoices and a lot of statements to go through for 3 years.
Yeah.
So still a bit to do tomorrow, and then I'll be all done. So yeah, that's taken up most of last week, and then I don't know, just haven't been a bit cooler. So I've kind of been back out in the shed a bit where I've been doing a few bits and pieces. So, but yeah, my mum was cook. She fell over a couple of weeks ago, and she's got like her arm all puffed up and everything, and it must have been a fix. So last week I was sitting in emergency with her. So
Yeah.
but it was just had to go and get antibiotics and all that. But there's nothing wrong with it. I think it was really painful for her, and it just I didn't even know she'd fallen over until she rang me and told me her arm was right on her elbow. So I don't know what she'd done. But she's 80, so she can get away with it. So.
Yeah. Well, mine's 93 and still chasing me around the garden.
Yeah, no, we've moved her here. She was living about 100 and something kilometres away from me, and then my sister moved down here, and then we've virtually sold her, and she's moved into a place here, more like a semi-retirement village kind of thing. It's not, so it's just like a little 2-bedroom unit thing. So she's happy in that. So
Yeah.
and we're all down here now. So she said, "I miss everyone from up there." I said, "Who'd you see?" And I said, "You'll see more people now that you're down here because a lot of those people travel to here because it's like the closest, biggest city." Where they can come and, we've got the bigger shops. There's a place called Hamilton, which is only half an hour away, but it's not as big as where I am. So all her sisters and all that all come here every Saturday anyway. So they get to see them all. That's stupid. So.
Well, that's good. The family's around her.
Yeah, we're all here. We're all here. Our niece is here. Nephew, he's in Geelong, but he's back every couple of weeks.
And we have Gary with us, GB Models.
G'day, fellas.
Hey, mate.
How are we all doing?
We're all still here.
Yep.
Yeah. Just making do with what we got, bud.
Yeah, that is true. Yep, true.
Yeah, Bill just getting rid of some Roseland dust. Yeah. Suburb not far from me, but a long way from Bilge.
And trying to repair some courier, please. Oh, fuck ups. Come on now. Hurry up. Come on. Hurry up.
I wish I still had the picture of how the box was when I sent it.
Down.
So this is the Arizona that I sent to Bilge from Pete. It didn't like the travel. So I actually decided, because I was never going to do anything with it, so I said, I'll send it up to Bilge.
Take me a minute. I'll be back.
Yeah, you're right. So I said, I'll send it up to you. So I mounted the ship on a flat board with like keel blocks like it would have been in a dry dock. And Does anybody else know what a rib nut is?
Yep.
So I
No.
put two rib nuts in the bottom of it,
Oh, righto.
and it's screwed to this board so it wouldn't come off.
What?
One of the greatest things ever invented. That's what that is.
So they're two 6mm rib nuts, 6mm bolts holding it down. Made up a 1.4 metre box to send it.
Oh, righto.
All out of I think 12mm pine or something. That was a good sized box. Put a handle on it so they couldn't put anything on top of it.
Yeah.
Covered it in this way up stickers and fragile tape. And now Bilge is just about rebuilding the poor thing. Because it didn't travel well for 8 hours.
Yes, no, I do stuff like that, and I always do the same thing. I put something on the top of it so they can't sit stuff on it.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
you can put 1,000 stickers. Do not place it. They'll 100%.
still pack it on the bottom.
Oh hell yeah, they always do.
Uh-oh, you still got the box, Jesus.
Ah,
And I'm holding
Oh,
it by the carry handle.
Yes, so it was solid.
Fragile, was it?
Yeah, I've still got the fragile tape. Only a third of the roll left. That's the end piece, and then the two sides.
Does that say this way effing up or what?
Yeah.
Both panels.
had to be sure.
Yeah, I did put the arrows on after I put the panels on.
This here was screwed down onto the base I showed you. I mean, damn, you could, yeah. Paulie, you done a fucking awesome job, man, boxing that up.
Yeah, James, the box cost as much as the postage.
Yeah.
I mean, I think all the weight was in the box, not the model.
And the whole reason I kept that box was because in the event that I move, that's why this is staying in its base that Paulie built for it, is that box will go back on it.
Back over it.
And I will fucking move it. Especially now.
Monkey saying hello, Gary.
Oh, g'day, Monkey. How are you, mate? What an awesome
Don't forget Mother's Day,
helicopter
Paulie.
that you built.
Yes, did you remember Mother's Day, Monkey? I know it's a bit late, but it's still early in the morning. Get on it.
Quick, Kelly, you got to go duck out and check the tyres.
Just got to fill the bus up.
Didn't he forget his wedding anniversary once?
He was reminded the day before and still forgot.
Yeah.
He's still copping shit over it now. Nee, please, back off.
Yeah, well, Richie reminded him the day before on a stream. He still forgot.
Still forgot, yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Well, I shouldn't
my
laugh.
black pearl's too far away to show Quino a real pearl.
Oh, you haven't got the black pearl with you.
Hey?
Your black pearl's down in the other shed, is it?
No. It's right back here on the fucking table.
Well, yeah, show Quino what a real pearl looks like.
She's center of my dining room table. Ugh.
Wow. I like that.
Oh, I don't have enough room.
Don't drop it.
I probably will.
All that's out of balsa wood, isn't it?
This is all plank on frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Wow.
So I can get the light to shine inside it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Hang on a sec. I can get it down low enough. You might be able to see some barrels and shit in there.
I'm just reading Quanto's comment. Look,
Right.
you've got a big one, Alex.
So you've got to.
I've got to make up something somewhere.
Yep.
You've
I
got all the
might have
proper
3
tools.
kids, but hey, the missus was good with the turkey baster.
True. So what was that,
Yeah,
Gary?
I'm with Monkey on that. So he had to be reminded a day earlier about his wedding anniversary. I forgot my son's 21st, so I probably shouldn't laugh because I'm with Monkey.
Yeah.
On that one.
Because my ex or my kid's mother, right? She was born on the 15th of March. I was born on the 13th of March. So I had the bright spark idea of going, well, fuck it, let's have our wedding on the 14th of March. The day I wake up with a big hangover, I know to roll over and say, happy anniversary, Dale. It worked for 21 years.
Oh, that's all right. Let you made 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. So going back to that ship you just built. So you've got all the proper tools for that to be bending, heat bending, and stuff like that, haven't you? Bending the balsa
Actually,
wood.
no.
No.
No, I don't. No.
What? Okay.
No,
That's a cheap
I
shot,
basically
James.
I clamp everything in place and leave it. You bend timber
Right.
for long enough, it relaxes.
Okay.
So that's the really slow way of doing it. The quicker way to do it is to steam it.
Yep.
Clamp it.
Mm.
Let it dry. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and drag. You're done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Screw it and glue it, basically.
Yeah. Because I remember I got the I think Hatchet brought out the Victory one
Yeah.
many years ago, and that was just all balsa wood. How you had to heat it, bend it, but you had to have the right tools to bend it to put it on the hull itself. And I just gave up on it. That was just way too difficult for me to do.
There are hacks. Like especially if you don't have the coin. A good trick is 2 wet towels and an ironing board and an iron.
Mm.
Put your planks between the 2 wet towels.
Yep.
Iron the fuck out of
Yep.
them, and then just have everything ready to go. Don't gin around. Boom, boom, boom. Clamp them into place. Like get them set. Do I have any of my? Oh, yep. I've got some homemade clamps here. Plank on frame because you got the framework there. You know your bull clips.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Right?
yep.
Yeah. Take one of these off one.
Yeah.
Put it in there like that.
Okay.
So you've got. You can then clamp onto your frame like that, and that piece there holds your piece of timber in place.
Right. Okay.
And allows it to like dry out in position, and then you're done.
Okay.
And that also works well for gluing until you start to run out of friggin' space, and then you got to get creative by using push pins or whatever you can do to get that plank to sit in position.
To mold. Yep.
While your glue dries after you've got it molded. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was a stretch too far for me. I wasn't experienced enough at all in bending balsa wood and doing a model like that. Using the push pins that you got that little push. You put your pin in the sort of like the screwdriver type of thing. Then you push it into the balsa wood to hold it all in. It was a nightmare.
It took me 4 builds to figure it out for myself because I didn't know about U-boob at the time, and it took me 4 builds to figure it out for myself. 2 of those builds I've already rebuilt, stripped back to a bare fucking frame, like
Yeah.
the bare backbone, and started again. That was my Spanish trawler was the first time.
Yep.
And the Titanic was my second one, which is actually sitting right there. But anyway, but it was
Okay.
when after doing the Titanic, because I had a second donor kit, I went, And not only that, but I've been watching the Samson Boat Co, where they rebuilt the British gaff cutter, Tally Ho, and I was actually watching them do all their planking and stuff, how they did all their hull planking with all the notches and the rabbit and all that. And I went, I wonder if I can miniaturize that. So when I planked my Britannic hull, that's exactly what I did. And the Britannic hull is the only one that hasn't failed on me yet.
Yep.
It has been sitting in a tank, in a glass tank now for probably 5 years. No planks have sprung at all.
Right. Okay.
Instead of having a super fine feathered edge for your planking coming to an end, it's actually in a rabbit. Or instead of having your super fine points come to where 2 planks come together and the third one comes in the middle, because I've done the notch and had half a plank going into the other half of another plank, fucking rock solid, mate.
Yeah.
Sophie.
I was
Morning.
I guess I was naive in thinking that building the Victory was going to be an easy build. Far from the truth.
You may have picked the wrong shit to start with, Gary.
I have not. You guys haven't seen the Billings boats Victory that I've got sitting in the shed over at the main house. It's 1/75 scale.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of need a bigger room to build that in.
It will take up at least half this room. Yeah. Easy.
Yeah.
I will probably be building it out on the dining room table.
Yeah.
Would you like me to set up the extendable dining room table that we've got?
Oh, no. My dining room table's enough because I've only got a dining room table for one.
Yeah, but this one extends, so you'll be right for a big shift.
No, she'd be right. I got this. I just got to get everything else out of the way first.
Yeah.
It was a shame because I actually started to enjoy building that Victory ship, but I just cracked the bends too much, and it's like, okay, enough's enough. I'm not good at it. Time to just. I ended up spinning it.
No, don't give up. Start with something small and simple.
Like
a 1/35 Spanish trawler.
Okay.
Because that was my very first build. I knew nothing. Absolutely sweet. Fuck all.
What brand was that built?
I can work wood. I can do this. And it held together for maybe 3-4 years before the plank started to spring, and the pressure was just too much for the glue to hold it anymore. It started coming apart, and it was like, by that time I'd started with YouTube and started watching and stuff like that. Actually, the trawler rebuild is in my videos.
What brand was that built?
Say again?
What brand was that? What brand of kit was that?
Oh, Jesus. I started with A. Really
Artesania?
Pardon?
Artesania?
Something like that. That sounds about
That's
right.
how you pronounce it?
Artesian. Hang on, that's where you get water.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a Spanish trawler. You could either do a varnished in timber, or you could paint a blue, white, and red, I think it was. Well, I did a varnished in timber because I just like the colour of timber.
I think I know the one. It wasn't a real big one, was it? It was probably about that big.
Yep. No, she's only about that long.
Yeah.
She's about that tall.
I reckon I could find it.
She's an old school Spanish trawler.
Huh?
Maybe I should have done my research a bit more better than watching YouTube, how to pick up on tips to bend it and stuff like that. I just thought because I started cracking the planks and stuff like that, I thought I don't have the right tools for this, and I'm not spending a whole heap of money.
Soldering iron.
Yeah.
You can do it with a soldering iron. You just got to get them wet and start.
Yep.
Just don't hold it. Just keep running, and you'll feel it. She'll go soft for you, and as soon as it goes soft, you need to clamp. You need to get it as close to in position as you can, and then just let it dry.
Right.
Right.
Well, I don't comment on that at all.
Mm.
What you just said. Quano would twist that.
Let him go. Go for it.
Oh, yes.
Give it the best, buddy. I'm as subtle as a fucking strainer post.
You're as subtle as a bullet at a China shop.
That too. If you ever hear strainer
all,
post in a car, you know how subtle they can be.
Sorry?
If you've ever hit a strainer post in a car, you know how subtle they can be.
Yeah, for those who don't know what a straining post is, that's the one that the fence is tensioned off.
Corner post.
And it ain't going nowhere.
Nope. Yeah, but GB, don't, if you feel like doing something different, man, just find yourself a small little kit. Like, I've actually got, like, down here, I picked this up from Aldi.
Oh,
it's an Audi doing. Okay.
Oh, they don't do them. They sell them now and again.
Sell them. Yeah. Okay.
And it is like literally, I would call it a starter kit, basically, when it comes to kits. I mean, they do have advertisement for some awesome shit in here.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes to the hull, there is no planking in the hull. It is literally, there's your hull planking there.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
Yep. All in one piece. Yep.
More or less, you just got a couple of strips you got to get to fit, and
Okay. Okay.
If I see that one at Aldi, I can have a go at that.
Now, what did
If they haven't. Oh, you haven't lost the main piece, have you?
No, I felt something drop out. I thought I felt something drop out.
Well,
But can't see
obviously
it
something
on the
has.
floor.
Hang on.
So,
Roll forward. Crunch. There it is.
oh, it's timber, mate. It's easy to replace. But,
Okay. Well,
and
I'll
like,
keep that in mind.
there's plans for it.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward. Like, that's.
You know what, Matt?
Right?
Enjoying the air show? Apart from
Actually,
the pilot
talking about that Avalon Air Show, there was something.
pilot hitting the deck yesterday.
Yeah. At least the pilot got out.
Yeah. He was defying gravity but forgot that the Earth was tough.
But he bounced.
He didn't bounce very high.
He still bounced.
I dug back. He still bounced. He's still all right. That's the main thing.
Is that the update? He's going to be okay, is he?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen anything since. But he was alive.
Alive. All right, that's going to have to sit over there.
Because, most airshow crashes wind up in bad news.
Yeah.
Another 50 metres of sliding would have made it.
Yeah, if he had blinked and ignored the ground, he would have been fine.
Yeah. I got that catalog somewhere, Bills. I can't find the bloody thing, but I'll look for it for next week.
Nah, it's all good, boy. It's all good.
No, it'll give me an incentive to get up in the morning.
If it wasn't
I need a project.
if
You
it
need a
wasn't
project?
in other shop, I could show you the hull.
What's another project?
Because unfortunately, the same damage that got the Pearl
The Chooks.
also got that one.
Yeah.
That was the Chooks, wasn't it?
I think it was called the
No,
Mere Nostrum, as I recall.
that was a microburst that come through, and because the top of the shed was open, the air got in there, happened to move a heavy timber object, which then happened to come down on top of the bench, the old bench. And yeah, the Marine Nostrum, that's her name. That's the trawler's name, the Marine Nostrum.
Yep, Mere Nostrum.
Yep.
That's why they call it trivia.
So yeah, she's got to go in for refit again.
Well, suggest that to Paul, Gary. A wooden
Suggest
ship
it to
build
Paul?
for a group. Yeah, for a wooden ship. Wooden ship for a group build. I think that'd go over like a lead balloon.
Yeah.
It would. He'd turn around and say, you know where you can stick that?
Yeah. No, he'd simply say, "Get out."
Yep.
Who's got gout?
No, get out. Not got
Yeah,
out.
for me.
Having carpentry skills definitely help.
Trying to get him to do a truck build's bad enough, let alone a timber build of a boat.
Let's see how we go with the plane build that's coming up.
Get him to do a twin tail build.
He tried one.
We tried to do one 5 years ago. I bought 3 of them, and then they got halfway through it and stopped it. I bought a truck, and then they stopped.
Well, we could do that because I'm not going to build another Spitfire for a while.
Ask him next time in. There's a chunk said you should do a twin tail jet thing.
Well, I'd like them to re-release the Sea Venom in 132nd.
Yeah.
But I might have to pull out of that the plane build, unfortunately, when it comes up.
None?
No, I've got plenty. It's just that I'm taking 2 weeks off, and it's probably 2 weeks after the first 2 weeks that plane build starts, and I'm taking 2 weeks off to do the Fast and Fury cars, 4 of them.
Why?
Because I want to do 4 of them in 2 weeks. Can I do it? I don't know.
I've seen the speed you build at. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
2 months to do a bike?
Has it been? I've just finished it. Has it been 2 months?
Yeah, that was the February build.
No, hang on. It wasn't the Z build took me about 2 months, I think.
Well, I shouldn't comment because my Z build's still not finished.
Oh, isn't it?
I did get the tyres. Hang on, I've got to find where I put them.
So I finished the Z build before you did.
Yeah, I did get the tyres. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. The only trouble is, I got it wrong when I ordered them.
Oh.
So they're 18-inch wheels.
Right.
So I asked for BF Goodrich tyres, T8s.
Yep.
So he's made the tyres in the standard 60 profile for a 18-inch wheel. And hang on, this could go horribly wrong.
205s or 215s or?
Okay, the original tyres on a 240Z. Shut the door. Hang on. We'll do this on the proper camera.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
This could get technical. Wrong one.
We're getting techy now.
Right.
All right.
Right.
That doesn't have any width.
This is the 240Z rear tyre.
Yeah.
It is a 175/14.
All right.
Okay.
So, in reality, when you go up to wheel sizes, or 4 inches in a wheel size, the tyres should be like rubber bands.
Oh.
That's going to throw your speedo out, bud.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, just a little. It's going to turn it from a 5-litre powered 240Z into an off-roader.
That's a rock crawler.
Yeah, so I cocked that up. So I will get on to Andrew at full bore, and
Yeah.
that's a full bore engine.
Wow.
5-litre and a 240Z does go.
Yep. Yep. Mm.
So, oh shit, there goes the bonnet. I'm not going to check if the lights still work.
Mm.
Because every time oh shit, there goes the mast on the Makuma again. Right, I'm going home now. Right, this modelling malarkey, there goes this modelling malarkey.
Martin's is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, James, the clutch is all right because it's got a 6-speed box in it, so we're fine. Yeah, I put the big T56 behind it.
Mm.
Soon I've destroyed the Makuma again. I'm going to
I'm
find it.
So I'm taking 2 weeks off to do those 4 Fast and Furious, just the bodies, not the interior or anything like that.
So, there's the gearbox that's under it.
Okay.
Oscar.
Yeah.
T56 6-speed. Technically the same as what's in the Commodore. Christ. Put it down before you break it.
Give me an M21 any day.
Yeah, because you can't break an M21.
That's right.
Is
That's why I
Scott-
said give me an
So if you would
M21
like
any
to know
day.
if you're moonlighting on YouTube, Scott.
Oh, I doubt it. Well, it is. Well, sun is going down, so I could see the moon later.
Oh, hang on. Oh, that's right. You're closer to the South Pole than I am.
Yeah,
It's still light up here.
yeah.
Right. I need to find me a barrel. Okay, there's one.
And I still have Pete's bus. I haven't blown it up yet.
What, you haven't driven it under a low bridge?
That is tempting.
Montague Bridge.
But after using floorboard clamps to get it together, I don't think I'd do that.
No. I think it just needs to sit in the corner and quietly be
Sulk.
appreciated. No, just quietly be appreciated.
Quietly gather dust.
You're like all of us.
Yep.
You did well to finish that though, Paulie.
I thought I did well just to get the gaps closed.
Yeah, that's what I mean because it had Pete. That one beat Pete.
It beat Pete, yeah. Almost as much as the Spitfire did. Yeah, we had a 3mm gap here, because that's a separate, the back end is separate, the front end is separate, there was a 3mm gap at that end. And I closed them up.
Wasn't there, who was it on? Was it Marcus's live this morning that was saying they had that kit?
Yeah, Dan Usher.
Yeah.
And it's still sitting on the shelf of shame. As I said, this morning, you need a couple of floor clamps to pull it together.
Yeah, floor clamps, some ratchet straps, or a Cobb & Co twist. Just wrench
Saw
down on it.
blades. So
Or a
it did
shitload of
go,
styrofoam. Fill the gap, sand it off, be done with it.
yeah, I could have done it that way, but the front and rear would have been sitting like this then.
Yep.
And because Pete said, yeah, could you finish it for me? Next time, don't say, yeah, I'll give it a go, Pete.
Cool.
Fortunately,
Okay.
there won't
So
be.
that's from Charlie Tarrant. Who you? Ah, bravo. Thank you. So you're Charlie as well. Sweet. Thanks, Pete. He labelled all his parts.
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah, well, I'm missing a barrel. And I've got 3 barrels laying here, and they're all labelled. Bravo, Charlie, and Charlie.
Right, Dave, thanks for coming in. We'll see you next time.
Till next time, mate. Be good or be good at it.
Hey, Dave.
All right.
Going by his icon, I think he builds boats. Oh, hang on, sorry. Boats go on ships. Ships. So I listen.
Front bow, back stern. Don't get it right or throw your ass over the side.
Forward and aft. Left is port, right is starboard.
Never any port left in my fucking bottle.
Yep. Well, we know that.
And the rum's
I think
always
maybe-
gone for some reason.
Yeah, the rum is always gone. Gary's going, what have I signed up to? Oh, it's
Somewhere where you can just relax, be yourself, and have some fun.
Yeah.
yeah. One question I like to put to everybody: should we have the stream later?
No, 6 is good.
I'm not fussed.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me.
I can't comment because this is only my second time on. So
Yeah, well, that's all right. Well, if Jim was awake, which he isn't, obviously, well, the Three Stooges have got at him again, and the pizza's repeating. Now, I'd just like to move us an hour to 7. It's just that way
Yeah,
I
I
can feed
got
Mum.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
so like 6 o'clock is sort of like tea time.
yeah, dinner time for Mum.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think we do, James. I think the clocks go back an hour next week.
Yeah, they do actually. Yeah. Yep.
Queensland doesn't change, but we do.
Thank God daylight
Does that mean
saving
it's next
pisses
week?
off.
Sorry, Jeffro?
Does that mean Easter's next week?
Something
Nah.
like that.
Week after.
Doesn't it normally change at Easter?
I thought it was 2
No,
weeks away.
Easter's a couple of weeks away, I think.
Yeah, Easter's at the
Okay.
end of April this year. It's a weird
Oh,
one again.
Yeah.
all right.
That's the one we all used to hope
Yeah,
for at work. Yeah, you get your Easter and Anzac weekends at the same time.
Hmm.
Well, you're in charge, Paul. You're the one that's doing all the hard work, coordinating it all. So if you want to
Well,
change
yeah.
it to a later time,
Well, I don't think there's anything on that follows us, or we're not going to be treading on anybody's toes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just putting it out there if we could move it back an hour.
Not only that, but our British
We'll be able to join a bit better. You know, Sue wouldn't have to get up and try and put a face on before 8 o'clock.
Well, did their daylight savings in last night? Or start last
how will
night?
that clash with Jimmy?
Well, if we go an hour later, it means an hour later he could sleep in. Instead of getting up at 4, he'd be getting up at 5.
Yeah.
I get up at 5
Yeah.
every work day, so
Yeah, but not all of us work anymore, Bill.
I
oh,
wish.
is that my problem? Is that where I'm going wrong?
Yeah, you work for a living.
I
What?
wish I could
I'm a
not work.
civil servant. You want to rephrase that statement?
All right, sorry. You're a council employee.
Thank you.
I'm still working.
I tried.
Yeah, you're still getting parking tickets.
Oh,
Hmm.
good.
I do, but I don't like it.
Oh. And he's had a
You-
multiple.
Yeah, the UK clocks went forward. Oh, Norman D. That's a new name.
No,
Evening,
I
Norman.
know
That's
Norm.
good.
I mean,
Right.
I go
Oh,
over
okay.
him.
He's one of yours, is he, Chuck?
No, I've just known him for
Right.
5 or 6 years, right
Oh.
back to when I started 2017. I've known Norm, 18.
Oh, fair enough.
But he pops in every now and again. But that's what I mean. They went back. They went whatever daylight saving started. So
Right. Lady.
I usually go and hang out with him at 9
Be
o'clock.
right back to
It's
the
10
scene
o'clock.
navigator.
Now it'll be
Go for me
I'll
while
go
you're there.
at 8 o'clock. So
Say again.
Go for me while you're there.
Copy that.
Yeah, welcome, Norman.
he's not a bad fella, I suppose.
Yeah, well, we'll go 7 o'clock next week because James has just put it. He doesn't mind. Just means you can sort out the kids beforehand.
Sorry, Paulie. Jimmy's left the building.
No, Jimmy's still here. He's in the fridge.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was going to see my navigator. I ran aground.
Oh, I thought you were going to shake hands with the unemployed.
No. That's draining the bilge. Jesus.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm a land mullet like Pete was. My only
You're
difference is I did 9 years at de Havilland working on aeroplanes.
Yeah, so you know more about flappy things than I do.
Yeah. Yeah, because I built them as a teenager and a kid, I thought, oh, that'd be a great job. Didn't wear glasses before I started at de Havilland's. What was it? 4th year in, glasses. Now, who would have thought working at 5-10,000 you'd need glasses?
Yeah, well, I've started noticing that ever since I've started using these for fine
Yeah, you
detail,
need them. Yeah.
I'm starting to do this with stuff now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a pair of them as well, Bilge, and my eyes were pretty good 5 years ago. Now I've got a pair of these.
Yeah, it's like the eyes get lazy.
Because I used to do a lot of modelling for 2 or 3 years, every day, every night in here with them, and then I just noticed my eyes are getting worse and worse and worse. So
What happens is that when you start wearing readers, and while you're wearing the readers, you think your long distance and your middle distance are still all right, but then you get an eye test and just to replace your readers or something, and he says, "Oh, we'll test your long distance and your middle distance," and then you realise just how bad that's getting as well, and you think, "Oh shit,
yeah,
maybe multis are
Yeah,
the way to go," and they freak you out for the first couple of weeks. Yeah. But they freak you out for the first couple of weeks, but don't even notice it now.
These are for me short. Then I got another pair for longer, which I didn't really need, but he said get them. But I didn't want to get bifocals because I never wore glasses, only sunglasses, and I didn't want to go and pay $800 if I hated wearing them. So, but now I've got to the point now where I seem to be putting these on and off all the bloody time. So I'm going to have to get a set of but I've got a pair of tonic sunglasses, and I wear them more than anything because I get migraines. So during summer, the in and out of sun, being a builder, you get in and out, shade to sun, I get migraines. So I've talked to Tonic.
The one thing about
the Tonic,
the one good thing about multifocals is that you don't take the bloody things off. You leave them on all the time. So you know when you got readers, you put them down. You think, oh shit, where did I put those bloody things? And you got to have about 6 pairs. You got to have them all over the house. Usually, but when you got multifocals, you keep them on your head and you don't lose them.
Yeah, being a chippy,
mind you, you've got to have a bright colour so you don't lose them.
Being a chippy, to read the tape, I got to put them on sometimes just to read the tape. So it's getting bad. Yeah, but a lot of things I've built are a lot longer than they should be when I'm not wearing them. So some people's houses are 100 mil longer than they should be. So that's a bonus.
They're upmarket then.
That's a bonus for them. So.
The Kookaburra is called lights out for me. They're going stupid.
Oh, you'll have to excuse me for a few moments, everybody.
You're right, Paulie. I'm sure we can keep it going. No, I've only noticed it in the last couple of years, ever since because before the Bismarck and that was all good, you know, I could get in nice and close and I could see clear and shit like that. But as soon as I started using the magnifying glass to make things easier for myself,
Yeah.
that's when I started noticing that, you
It's in
know,
it, yeah.
I couldn't focus on fine detail anymore. And then once I got these things, yeah,
Yep.
my eyes have just gone to absolute shit now. It's just like if I want to try and focus on fine detail, I can't do it without them. And I've noticed when I first started, I was only using the time 1. Now I think I'm almost to the point where I need the times 3.
I'm at 3. I'm at 3 as well. I think we've been very similar, the same thing, I think. I used to be about, reading my phone, I used to hold it out about a foot. Till it become blurry. Now I'm out to about 600. So, but I'm a type 2 diabetic, so I've got to get I get an eye test every 12 months. So I'm due to have one. So, but it's always saying it's pretty good. He says me long's pretty good. It's just, he give me a pair to help. I'm going to have to get bifocals. So that's what I was saying. I might get me tonic sunglasses, because if I send me prescription to them, they'll make me a set of lenses. They're here though. They're like $450 for it. But I wear sunglasses 90% of the time.
So, just a suggestion, Chuck. Get transitions.
Yeah, I thought of that too. My mate, he's wore glasses all his life, and he's got them too. I just didn't want to. I would have got the bifocals last time, but I never wore glasses all the time, and that I just didn't know how the up and down. Someone said
transitions don't work in a car, or when you're wearing a hat.
Oh, righto.
No,
he wears them all the time. I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to have glasses full time. But
that's the magnifier I use.
Yeah, I think mine are on number 3. I think I've got number 3 lens in.
Yeah. I feel better now. I'm only on 1.5.
Yeah. I think I am. I have no
How's
idea.
your depth perception on those things? Is your depth perception when you're painting and doing fine stuff all right with those? Because I couldn't wear them because you couldn't work out how far away anything was.
Yeah.
I struggled at first.
It's like muscle memory with anything you do.
Yeah.
Once you get used to wearing them, and you get used to the change in difference in the depth,
right,
you're fine.
Yeah, I struggled at first as well. And then once I learned, right, you know, this is how big my tweezers or my fingers look when I'm in there, things started to line up and I could do it a lot easier. But yeah, at first, I was like a 13-year-old girl trying to walk on stilettos for the first time. I was all over the place.
I'm not too bad. My glasses are pretty good. Like, I can see everything there pretty good now on the thing. But if I was building, when I was building these things, the little 70-second armor tanks and that, I have to wear. Yeah, I've got to wear them just because everything's so bloody small. But when I'm painting, I don't usually wear them when I paint. I usually use my glasses, or that's probably why my paint jobs are so shit.
I find to get the paint jobs right, I drink.
True. That does help a lot. I used to do that with actual proper cars. The more else I painted a car.
Freehand camo was great when you're drinking.
It flows beautifully, don't it?
Yeah. Now you keep wondering how you're going to get that nice, feathered edge in, and you go, no, that's it, it's done. Oh, you wake up the next morning, check the plane out, and that looks all right. Don't remember doing that.
We built a drag car once, and we thought we'd just paint it. It was midnight the night before the drag race meeting. We decided we'd paint it, and we're about 7 boxes of beer in. About 8 or 9 of us. We sanded it down by 1 o'clock and painted it. It was still wet the next morning when we were loaded on the trailer. And we drove an hour and a bit to the drag, and we got out, and the bloke come up and leant on it, and it was still wet, and we had runs all down the doors. And he worked for a big engineering company that had like a big sprocket with their thing with the name in the middle. We got 4 or 5 of them big ones to stuck on the door so you couldn't see all the runs. So, yeah. So that was midnight we decided. we left 9 hours or 8 hours. We were leaving at midnight. We were leaving at 8 a.m. We decided at midnight we'd paint the thing. So it's
That reminds me of when I was rebuilding my Commodore. Be working away, thinking, oh, I've got to be quiet. So I'm wrapping tools in rags and shit. So I'm not making noise because my shed was directly under the bedroom. I'm working away, thinking, yeah, this is good. I'm making good progress. Next thing I start hearing magpies.
it's never good.
Magpies in the middle of the night? What the fuck? So I crawl out from under the car, look and go, oh, fuck, the sun's coming up.
Yes.
Try and sneak in the bed, and then the missus is like, oh, you want to start getting the kids ready for school? I'm yes.
Found that once, that out in Belgium, I was putting the engine in the Premier.
Yeah.
You start doing things and you just keep going and keep going and keep going.
Yeah.
And you sit down in the driver's seat, keys in your hand, you stick it in the ignition and you look at your watch.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's 3 a.m. I'm not starting it now.
No. Especially when it's straight out of the headers.
Straight out to the extractors. I went back up, 3 o'clock in the morning, hit the shower, slept for 3 hours, got up, done a few other things to it, looked at the watch, 9 o'clock, Saturday morning, it's time. Boom.
So I don't worry about that. I just
364 cubic inches bellowing out through a 2.5-inch primary.
Yeah.
Oh, half a chubby already.
It took, an hour and a half to clear the smoke out of the garage.
Yep. Now, we used to always finish building one of them. We were in a little town called Hamilton. We had where they all worked at this big engineering company, and they had like a shed that backed onto the main road. And they used to rent it, and it was called Shed Racing, the group we were with. And we'd always been there stuffing around. And up next to that, there was the main road, then there was the speedway. We were there one night, and we come back from a drag meeting, and I said to the mate, I said, you had a shit day, why don't you pop them tyres? So he pulled into the shed on slick, and we just thought he was going to do a little one. He got that big of a burnout, they stopped the speedway, and the fire trucks come from the speedway up to where we were.
Oh.
There you go, there's Gary's bike.
Nice one, Gary.
Wow.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yep.
I've got,
Finished.
He's not a bad builder.
I'm getting there. I started
that one 5 years ago. That's as far as I got.
Oh, hang on. It's Shane Chunk's bike.
It's in a million pieces. It's in a million pieces. I can't tip it over; it'll fall over. The deck was with a bit shit on it.
Hey, at least you got it in the jig, mate.
Yeah, that was the first bike. I've got 20 bike kits up there.
Yeah, that's probably probably about my 16th bike that I've built.
I should buy. I bought a couple off Paul. I bought a couple of 211s off Paul. Not Monkey, Bretland.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yep.
So I bought a 211, and I've got some very expensive bikes. No, I don't think it was. Oh, no, it wasn't off him. It was the LCR, the starter bike. I think I bought off. I can't bloody remember now. But I got all them. They're worth a bloody fortune now. And everyone said, "I want you to sell them." I said, "Yeah, but you'll never get them again unless Tamiya decide they're going to start making them again." Would upset a lot of people if they did a deal with that miniature mob that bought it off them for license and bought them all out again. Because I know people that have spent a lot of money buying bike kits.
Yeah, particularly with one.
I've just got to go and feed the dog.
Okay. Particularly ones with you talk about MotoGP bikes, Formula Ones. Once they the ones with the tobacco logos on them, they're the ones that are hard to get. And if you can get them, then they're worth a bit of money.
I'm probably lucky. I've got a lot. I've bought a few decal kits years ago, which you can't get them anymore now, and did all that stuff. Because I was trying to do the like the Australian bike, so I've got Gardeners, Dillons, Stoners, Millers.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get, because it's Anthony West, I was trying to get his stuff. It's hard to find his stuff. I got most of the bikes.
Yeah.
Like I'll buy the bike that's that era. Like that one there is, I think it's the Wayne Gardner. I think it's the Wayne Gardner Honda.
Yeah,
got
the
another one. I bought another one.
NSR 500.
But then I had a mate send me from Canada. He sent me Wayne Gardner's proper bikes.
Yep.
The Rothmans, on which
The
I've got the
Rothmans one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the S1. So I've got two RB6s, the Red Bull ones. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Are they?
they're hard to find. I got a few. I
Yeah.
don't feel many S1 kits, but I've got the Williams ones because when I used to go to the Adelaide Grand Prix when I was only 16, I can remember being there when Mansell blew the tyre going down the back and all that stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I've only been to the Australian one in Melbourne. Like I'm in Victoria, I'm not far from Melbourne, but I don't know, it's not the same. I used to go on there with V12s and V11s and they used to go past and just about pop the eardrums.
Mm-hmm.
Now you go there and they're like go-karts running around. It's just, they're not even V8 or V6s. I remember going when they switched it over, I went that year and the V8 supercars were louder. Like it was crazy that year. So don't remember much of it. Had CUB tickets in their stand and they just kept bringing crannies to me all day. And then I think there was a race on. I think there was a race on that day.
I remember when you used to go to the Speedway and you could feel it in your chest.
Yes.
And then the neighbours would
Speedway,
And not only that, but you got splattered with mud.
oh, yeah.
No, if you were a smart Speedway person, you took a sheet of plastic with you.
Yep. But I remember going to we're here where I am with Premier Speedway, which is one of the main ones for Australia where they have the plastic in the rock. It's virtually 3 kilometres from me. And I can remember going there and watching caravan races, demo derbies. They used to have the solo bikes, which Norm in the chat, he's a big fan of the solo Speedway, the bikes and that. And I can remember going and watching it. They just don't have any of that stuff anymore. Now it's just, they're going for 360s now. They're 410s now, I think. And there's a lot of local people here that are all from here that are all probably some of the best drivers in Australia, all based here. Like James McFadden and bloody Bealey and all them, they all live here. But yeah, it's not the same. All that stuff, it's kind of quietening down. But the F1 did it for me. Like when you used to stand there and you used to have one of those, V12s go past you or V10 go past you, like it was the same as going to Top Fuel drag racing. Like that's still one thing you can go. And you can turn around and see 100,000 people with their hands over their ears. Like it's mental when you watch the Top Fuel. And I don't think they'll ever stop them. They just seem to be getting louder and faster and more violent. They don't tone them down any. So,
well, the Top Fuel engine is an engine that's about to explode.
Yeah, it's on because they've got to rebuild it. Virtually does explode every run. They've got to rebuild it.
What are they running now? 5,000 horsepower?
Yeah. No, probably higher. I think they're like 8,000 now, nearly 10,000 some of them, because I know what's his name, Cletus. He's that Pro Mod. He's got 5,000. It's got with the Mopar in it.
That's his daily driver.
I reckon a Top Fuel would be near close to 10 now. Probably they're mental.
Yeah. Out of a 7-8 litre Hemi.
Yep. With the Pro Drive on them, they're crazy, and that's what most of them. I see one of his other mates who owns the drag strip with him. He's just built one too, a purple one. It's a Camaro. It's good too. So.
Yeah, well, that's like a stream I follow on YouTube, Mike Finnegan.
Yep.
He's building a Cadillac that's going to have 1,000 horsepower and street driven.
Yep. I like his boat.
Yeah, his boat's got what, 600 or 700 horsepower, and he keeps blowing it up.
Yeah.
Or is that his wife's boat?
I don't know. No, I remember he's down and someone went to, I can't remember what show I was watching. They went to, it might have even been Cletus, called him to see him. He took him out in the lake and it was bloody blown. I don't even know what's in it. I don't know if it was a Hemi or what was it. It was blown.
Oh,
it was.
Yeah, his wife's boat has a big block Chevy in it. His old boat had a big Hemi in it.
I think that's
and his new boat's called Side Chick.
Yeah.
And that's got a big Hemi in it as well.
I watched him a long time. I watched him when he was building Blasphemy. That's when I was years and years ago. So.
For those who don't know, Blasphemy is a 57 Chevy running 1,200 horsepower out of a Hemi engine.
Yeah.
and it's a street registered car in Georgia in the USA.
But they're allowed to register pro-bike and drive them around. Like, here in Victoria, of all places, because if I drive out with a rough sitting in there, they pull me over and put me off the road.
Yeah, and he's running around in a 1,200 horsepower drag car on a street.
Yeah, but you look at all those guys like the Boosted Boys, and they've all got, their, with their Hondas and all that stuff. They mainly build turbos, and they've got the
turbochargers hanging out the bonnet.
Yeah, coming straight out the bonnet. They can drive around without bonnets with twin turbos sticking out of them.
Yeah, the only thing they've stopped in the States is coal rolling the diesels.
Unless you
that looks bad.
Come up to a bank full of protesters that are on the side of the road and they seem to...
People piss and moan about me doing that all the time.
Yeah.
Only because my injectors are rooted.
Oh.
I had a vehicle the same...
Bilge, go buy yourself a litre of fuel, doctor.
Yeah?
Yeah, it'll clean out your tank and the injectors. You'll be fine.
My injectors are close to 600,000 Ks.
Yes,
so I'm pretty sure they're knackered.
It's a
It's a Toyota, isn't it?
Hilux, you've got another 600 to go, probably.
You got another 400 to go.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll go super cheap and just whack a litre of metho in there then.
No, not metho. Just get the fuel, doctor. It'll kill all the algae in your tank and clean your injectors.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Because everybody I know that sits behind me, it's just like, dude, you're blowing so much black smoke. I said, yeah, well, don't sit so far up my ass, and I won't put the foot down so hard.
That's exactly.
The main thing people complain about my SS.
If I just feather it, I don't blow much soot at all.
Yeah.
But if somebody sits up my ass, I'm just like, you know what, choke on this. So I just step on it, and they just disappear in a cloud of black soot.
I'll leave depending where I am, if they do that, then I'll do exactly the same thing, because I could open mine up until, if I kick it back, it'll blow smoke like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
But then if I'm blowing somewhere I don't have to do it in my ass, I'll slow down to like 40 and make them stick behind me.
When pigeons start falling out of the air bilge, then you fix it.
No, I know my injectors are the problem because I am way down on economy and horsepower.
Yeah. Well, I found out something the other day with the SS that the power steering has a cooling system.
Yeah.
That runs through the air conditioning condenser.
Oh, what?
Yeah, exactly. And it leaks. So I drove out in it one day and I heard this horrible noise coming from under the bonnet. The power steering was empty.
Ooh.
And I went, okay, I better put some oil in that. And then I wondered where this puddle on the floor kept coming from.
Yeah, right.
But it turned out it was the...
Yeah, when your power steering part starts taking 3 to 4 litres of oil, there's a problem.
Yeah, I've just finished the first half-litre container since I found the leak. And I finally worked out where it was coming from. Yeah, there's a bit of foam rubber between the radiator and the chassis rail.
Yeah.
And it's solid power steering fluid.
Oh, nah.
Yeah, so I went to the local place to get see how much it was going to cost to fix. $800 plus air conditioner gas.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's when you go. That's when you turn around and say you can Genghis Khan and get fucked.
I thought, that's a bit rich for me. I went, being a tight ass, I went online. I went power steering coolers. It arrives on Monday. It's costing me $80 for a kit.
Yeah.
So I'll bypass it.
Sweet.
Because the air conditioner condenser don't leak.
Yeah.
So I'm not replacing it until it does leak.
Mm. Mm.
So
I think my thing does. They've got that one thing with the D-Maxes. They do have a problem with their Everyone says, "Oh, you should replace it before." I said, "Why? I'll wait until it doesn't work and replace it. It's still working until it dies." Oh, you can buy mechanics always saying you can buy one and have it there. I said, "No, mate, I'm not spending money I don't have to spend. Like, you make enough out of it."
Yeah.
He's probably more pissed off because he doesn't make a lot out of me because I've got a newer car. When I used to have the HZs and the VS and all the 5 he made a fortune out of me.
Well,
So
I've got a 2007 VE Commodore.
Yep.
And the notice on the dash at the moment is it's about to hit 180,000 Ks.
Yep.
I've gone, oh, that's great. The 2014 Colorado I've got is up to 330.
Yeah.
And my son said, well, I changed the filters all last week. Dad, it's running fine. Oh, well, keep it going, mate. I said, as soon as you put it in your name, you can trade it in.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, that's great, Dad, thanks. I said, yeah, but you're paying for it. Yeah, that's why I dropped out of Terry's stream, Scott. That was my son ringing.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because he wanted to talk and he didn't ask for money.
Oh.
That was a very strange experience. So his dream is to use the Colorado as collateral and buy another Subaru.
Yeah.
I mean, he bought a 2015 Subaru, brand new, beautiful car. I got to drive it a couple of times. 72,000 Ks. 2,000 Ks outside of warranty. The engine went boom.
Yep. We're going to have that.
The death rattles were incredible. It was great. Well, at least when the V8 goes, the Conrod goes through the block.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
she
a good
goes
thing with
off
V8.
and
You know when a V8 stuck. That's the best.
Yeah, you know what a V8 stuffed, it won't get you home. You know, it may run like on 3 cylinders, but it gets you home.
A 327 Chevy could put your fist through the hole in the side of the block. Everything was hanging out. It made real big bang.
It's like when my Hilux decided to chew up number 4 main. I probably could have drove it home, but I chose not to.
Good idea. That way the crank's still usable.
Exactly. I just cleaned everything up, smoothed everything off, got rid of all the shit, cleaned everything out, replaced the slippers, put it back together, fucking disconnected the fuel injector pump, cranked her over for a little while until the injector spurted, tightened everything up, hooked her up, hit the glow, turned her off, hit the glow again, hit the key. She blew a lot of smoke, but she fired.
Yeah. Well, that's like when my son blew the WRX up. Well, we're saying he blew it up, and he did blow it up. And we got it, I finally got up there one weekend at his place up in the Central Coast, so we got stuck in and pulled the engine on it. The only trouble was he just lost his job.
That hurts.
Yeah, and he's paying off the car.
That hurts even more.
I pulled the engine out for him, and we've gone through it. He said, "Oh, what are we going to check first?" So I said, "Put the engine on the stand," and we flipped it over and pulled the sump off. I said, "Depending on what we find here, Jake, is what we do next." We've got the sump off it. I've gone through the conrods and just grabbed one conrod, just tried to move it. Number 1 was fine, number 2 was fine, and number 3 went clunk, clunk. Oh, there it is. Number 3 main bearing was gone. And so,
I didn't mess around with the Hilux. I just dropped the sump clean right out of it. And when I found 8 pieces of main bearing sitting at the bottom of the sump, I knew what my fucking problem was.
well, the first giveaway was when we drain the oil out of it.
Yeah.
You get the golden sparkles of death.
Yeah. Yeah, the silver sparkles.
Yeah.
And so I said to Jake, I said, all right, mate, I'll do some research for you, find out what it's going to cost. And near me is a place called, they do Subaru conversions. They are the licensed Cosworth conversions people for Subaru. So I said, mate, I can get your engine fixed, but have you got $6,000 laying around? And I said, he said, why, Dad? Well, I said, mate, you will have a Subaru engine, but it'll be a Cosworth engine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cosworth valves, Cosworth heads, crank, bearings. Oh, how much power will I get, Dad? About 300 kilowatts. And he said, I'll get the money, Dad. He didn't. Yeah. 8 months after the engine blew up, he had to give the Subaru back to Subaru. And the truck driver wouldn't take the engine because he didn't want to get oil on his truck.
Yeah.
So Subaru took back a car with no engine in it.
They would have dropped one straight back into it, stuck it on the lot, and sold it to the next Borsat.
Yeah. So we took the engine to the tip.
Oh.
Oh, there was nothing worth rebuilding in it, Scott. And I couldn't afford it at the time, and I didn't want it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, I'm going to get going. Got some spraying to do.
All right, Gary, go paint. I'm gonna.
Yeah, thanks for dropping in, GB.
Thank you for coming, Gary.
No problem. I might drop back in some other time too, if you don't
That's
mind.
all right. You're always welcome, Gary, because it's Aussie Modelers Live.
No problem. All right, see you guys.
Did we talk about modelling? Did we talk about modelling tonight?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we got sidetracked on horsepower.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with horsepower.
No.
Except when the power steering don't work.
The price of horsepower too sometimes can be.
Or your big end mains want to destroy themselves.
Yeah, when your engine eats itself, that's never a good thing.
I'm just glad I heard it and went, that's not right. Stepped on the clutch and the engine just stopped. The engine just stopped and I went, oop, pulled over, let it cool down for a little bit, cranked her over and she was running rough. And I'm just like, I might be able to limp this home. Got halfway home and, when it sounded like someone was hitting it with a sledgehammer, that's when I just went, you know what? I'm stopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a mate happened to drive past and go, you right?
You all right?
I'm like, nah, man,
No.
engine's dead. And he's like, I'll tell you home. I'm like, thank you. All right, well, that's that plane back where it's supposed to be.
What, the seaplane?
I've got all the barrels back in the turret, but I've got a big issue.
That's sold weekly.
You should go to a doctor about that.
Port side, number 4 secondary armament has completely broken free and is floating around inside the hull.
The hull? Oh, shit. Undo the bolts in the bottom. If it falls out those hole, you're fine.
I'm thinking it might be better if I try and lift the top.
Yeah. Well, with the amount of glue Pete probably used, it'll probably pop straight off.
Yeah, I'm just, I'll look at it, and because either way, I'm still going to have to separate the 01 deck to be able to get that secondary battery back into its spot.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's still here. Like I can still see it, but it's laying on its side.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what I do, I can't get it to
pop
back in its place.
Well, I don't know if he glued. might pay you to go back and watch his video on how he built it.
That's what I'm thinking, because I'm
If
gonna
he-
have to for the rigging to redo the rigging. I'm gonna have to.
He may have used a lot of super glue to build it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've noticed that with a lot of the kits I've got, the glue is separating.
Yep.
And I'm not going to blame Monique for that.
No.
He may not have used a lot of glue.
No. That was one thing with Pete. He was very light on his gluing.
Yes. Because I know with the Kitty Hawk that I've got downstairs that the PE, Marcus, launching, the PE kit that was on the deck of lifting. So that's a kit I'll have to get stuck into and get all stuck back down again. That's the one he lit.
Yep. Because basically, besides that, everything that's suicided on the kit itself was like
Has no glue on it.
Barely. It's like literally. It's not the glue that's separated, but
It's
the
the
paint.
application of it. Yeah.
No,
the paint was holding it together.
Yeah. So it's like
Because that's what I found with the Makuma. It's chip he built before he started out. Yes, Jeffro.
I've got to go. It's pissing down rain, and I've got to go and throw a top over my bird ovary.
All right, mate. We'll catch you next week.
It's been fun. See you next week.
All right.
See you, mate.
See, we've been going for an hour and 40 minutes for a change. I think we might call it there.
Yep, copy that.
And thank you all for joining in. And a lot of new people in the chat. It was great. Thank you all for dropping by to listen to a few idiots talk about plastic models and nothing.
Oh, plastic models and horsepower. Thank you very fucking much.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with horsepower. The only people who complain about horsepower are the police.
Yes.
Because
Hey,
they don't have
you
enough.
had an escort across the bridge, so don't you bloody go tooting.
247 kilometres down, but I'm not going to say. But that was in an old car, 2009.
And that's a story for another night.
Yes. That was a really disappointing thing about when I got this black SS. It was slower than the silver one. Well, the silver one now is slower than the black one. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you next week.
No worries.
Yes, Tom, I will try and send you the link next week. If not, I'll just put it in the chat for you. Because I know how to do that now.
All right, well, till next time.
We'll catch you all later.
Well, be good at it, people.
See you, everyone.